Good morning.
Morning, day number 2 on this hike.
What time is it?
Look at my shoes. What is it? What time?
5:45.
So wake up was at 5:30?
5:15.
I must say I slept actually quite good. There were 2 people next to me that were talking until I stopped them talking.
Then they moved upstairs and did something else next to me.
My mattress was like this.
Yeah, it's a bumpy mattress.
For the conditions, I must say I slept quite good. So the people are getting ready, and breakfast is around the corner already prepared.
Let's hit day 2.
And then we will start the hike. So here have a nice view over the camp. There's a water generator down here, which is pumped, or electric generator, which is needed for the water pump, so we can wash ourselves. The camp is a little bit elevated. I'm not completely awake yet, and I'm going down to the kiosk to buy some water because they offer us water, but it's from the river, and they say it's purified with a pill. I don't really trust that, so to be on the safe side, let's buy some water. The kiosk is closed, no water. Hopefully they open up before we leave. And it rained all night, so the road is going to be extra muddy today. Let's see. So breakfast has arrived. Some scrambled eggs and some cheese in the sandwich. And some fruits. And there's Marty just trying to find out what that is.
It's sort of a proper here.
And here we have some milk, klim for the tea, and some marmalade. Bon appetit. So the local people are bringing the pigs to the river, and the people with these white clothes, I think they are some of the real local people. This is so beautiful here because it's so quiet. You can hear all the birds and the fog is rising from the trees.
Sun feels like the whole day, but we've sort of not even done the half yet, and there's beautiful spots for a break.
And we just saw a toucan, most probably. Look at this amazing jungle. I was a little bit unlucky. I slipped because it's very muddy, so I injured myself a little bit, but it looks worse than it is. And then I wanted to take some footage on the trail, and the little camera protection, this one here, slipped off and jumped into the jungle. And our guide, he's a hero. He's a local guide. He has a big machete. He killed all the jungle. And after 5 minutes we found it. So I was really lucky.
So as we are in Colombia, we have here a coca plant. These are the leaves of coca from where the cocaine is done. And you can see it's growing here either wildly or...
No, this is planted. This is a plantation.
Colombia is still the #1 producer of cocaine in the world. And this, you chew it, or you can make tea from it. You can see in the Cusco film we made here, and you can make coca tea from the dried leaves. It sort of boosts you up, but this is the first encounter we have with real coca plants.
With living coca plants. And just behind Marty you see a little hospital. This is actually a little village here. And over there there's some huts, and I think we might visit this little village, but I don't know if it's allowed to film because I want to protect the local people. And as Marty was saying, that Colombia is the #1 producer of cocaine today in the world. Here in this park and where the hike is taking place, first they were harvesting, or they were planting marijuana for many years, and then they stopped it, and then they started with cocaine. And of course it's illegal, and now they are doing a lot of farming as well for papayas and fruits and manioc, etc. But there is still some plantation of cocaine of the coca plant, which is also used for medical reasons. I don't know if they use it here in the hospital, but the guide is not really answering the question 100% correctly, if that's used for drugs or other things. It is now, what time is it?
10 to 10.
10 to 10. Feels like we have hiked a day already, like Marty was saying earlier.
And this actually, the coke plantations here are legal. The Aborigines, the local people, they are allowed to plant this.
I was just saying that it's not completely
forbidden.
No, it's not completely clear, because I think the guide is not really answering the question 100% correctly.
Yeah, he said that the Aborigines can do it, but then from the Camp 1 onwards they're not allowed to do it anymore.
Okay, but what are they doing? They're using it for themselves, or?
Yeah, for healing purposes.
Okay, well, whatever. So in this village there are 37 to 39 families living, and over there is the hospital you saw earlier where the coca plants are, and that hospital is actually founded from an US organization which is taking care of all the medical matters for these families who are living here. It's a big lizard. I hope you could see it. And now we have arrived to the lunch camp where we have a break. We just had a dip in the river down there. You probably can hear the water. This is actually another camp where we're gonna sleep on our way back. And the beautiful thing about this camp is there are so many butterflies here in all different colors. I will try to film some a little bit later. And while we took a bath in the river, our shoes are here trying to get clean. Look at my shoes. There's Marty between all the other laundry. Everybody's putting his t-shirts and underwear and shorts and towels to get dry.
We're halfway, huh?
And we are halfway now. So today the first part was steep and very muddy and very slippery, and that's actually also why I fell. Actually I was not even moving, I was waiting for a person in front of me to move on, and then I just slipped down like 1.5 meters. And then the second part from this morning was a beautiful hike through the jungle and shadow paths and not so muddy anymore. And then now after lunch we will go a quite steep hill up to the camp where we will also sleep tonight. So now we are waiting currently for our lunch to get ready. I will show you a picture of the lunch and then we move on. So this is our lunch break. We have a soup, and that's just a starter, and then it's probably going to come a chicken with some rice. And this is our group actually. She's from Colombia, he's from Spain.
He's from Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico, living in Cancun. Spain, Austria, Mexico, Germany, and then there's Finland and Spain. Finland. Almost Spain. Switzerland. Here's the main course. Herbal chicken, rice and some salad. Now the afternoon hike has started and it's so beautiful because it goes along this river and the water is crystal clear and you just have stunning views. So today, after lunch actually, it's going 1 hour already, only up the hill. And it's very steep and it's partly in the sun, so it is tough today, I would say. Now I know why we got so much food for lunch. And almost on top here, there's such beautiful bamboo. Look at this bamboo, 20-30 meters high. The sun is coming through, beautiful.
PM to 30 PM, next group is going down already, and we threw the worst part of the trek. It was 1 hour very steep ascent, and we have now a pit stop here with some fruit, pineapple and oranges, and Fritjof was sitting on some kind of bamboo thing and got some little needles in his back. He's trying to get rid of them. And thousands of, where is he? There he is. Millions of little needles. Anyway.
It's even better. Now we have to go over this bridge. Beautiful. Look at this. This is amazing. This river as the last river before our camp, and here comes the caravan. Everywhere here in this jungle you can see these ants cutting the leaves, and some leaves are so big and they're carrying it home to their nest, and they have a long route.
We arrived to camp number 2 at the end of the day number 2, and a lot of groups get here together. This is how the camps look like, and there's a very sort of a relative notion of intimacy here. The toilets are there and the showers are behind. You can also have a bath in the river. You can see people down there having a bath, and they are preferring that to the shower. So now everybody's getting clean.
Did you show
and soon we will have some food. And he showered in the river, I showered in the showers.
I have a Colombia.
And we have a Colombian beer. And the further we go, the more expensive the beer gets. Yesterday it was 6,000 pesos, today it's 7,000 peso, maybe tomorrow it's 8,000 pesos.
€2.30.
It's a lot.
For one can of beer, but we really deserve it. Did you show our nest?
Not yet, not yet.
Come with me. So basically there are 8 beds on the left side and 8 beds on the right side. It's okay. And come.
Okay, that's just down there.
And this here is my bed where I'm going to sleep, and there's a mosquito net and a Hello Kitty blanket, but I'm not going to use it. We have our own sleeping bag. So
and my bed is next to it.
Marty has a tiger blanket.
I am a tiger.
And this is a camp in the evening where you have drinks, beer, and this camp is very luxurious because you can charge your mobile phone over there, which is actually not necessary only to take photos because there's no signal here at all. And they even offer popcorn, and there's also a small dog sleeping here.
So for dinner tonight, we have popcorn and coffee. The popcorn is delicious.
It's still warm. And I just saw there's a sign over there actually, which says, I mean that's the name of the camp, Paraiso Tayuna, and we are 800 meters above sea level. And this is actually the base camp for tomorrow to go up to the lost city. And this is actually how the people are sleeping in the hammocks, wrapped into the mosquito net, so there's no chance for the mosquito.
It's 7:10.
Marty's a little bit tired, and me too actually. I can feel it in my legs and muscles and bones.
And we're going to bed now after this, the toughest day of the trip. Tomorrow we get up at 5 in the morning.
Did we say it's 10 after 7?
Yes, it's 10 after 7.
Okay.
And we're going to bed. And after dinner, it's time to go to bed. It's raining a little bit. It's very dark, so it's a good time to go to bed.
Hopefully, keep the fingers crossed, we won't have rain tomorrow.
Yeah.
And the day tomorrow will start with 1,200 steps because the lost city is just above us actually. This is the base camp. It was a really beautiful day. You saw it in the pictures, the jungle and the river and swimming in the river. Really, really beautiful. So it's definitely worth the pain. Good night everybody, and safe travels wherever you are. Subscribe to our channel if you want so, and welcome to all the new followers. Thank you so much for following us.
Thank you. Bye bye.